like the new look.
Thank you, Greg. Thank you.
Yeah, you're like America's sweetheart.
I'd argue if I could, Greg. I like your new look too, with the blue pinstripe shirt. All that's missing is the security guard badge.
Well, you know, I'm nice to you, and then you just come at me.
So what's new with Joe Mackey?
Wow. A V-neck sweater turns you into some kind of stud, doesn't it, Joe?
Well, that brings us to the monologue, doesn't it, Greg? Because this is one of the rare times that I, in part, disagree with you. So it's going to be two alpha males going at it, like two rams clashing horns on a mountainside.
But I would think that, like, when you're looking at Trump, you feel like he's going for it. It's kind of like you at a swingers resort.
I'm going for the exit. But I'll say this. Trump was right to seize a stateless vessel that's delivering sanctioned oil. He's right to be upset about a country sending illegal immigrant criminals to our country. A lot of countries have done that. The problem is, it seems to me like we're couching Venezuela's drug boats with fentanyl and fentanyl overdoses. The vast majority of fentanyl does not come from Venezuela. It comes from Mexico with Chinese ingredients. So it seems to me like this is really kind of manufacturing consent for a regime change that no one voted for.
I would disagree, because I keep looking up and I find that a lot of the fentanyl, it does come from Mexico, but it's also transported by Venezuelan. You can have two. You can have both.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. So I hate to shoot you down in front of millions of people and embarrass you in front of your family, but you're dead wrong. You are so dead. I'm embarrassed for you right now. Normally I wouldn't call you out on something like this, Joe, but I feel compelled to make you feel like crap.
Well, I wasn't finished yet, but very You're right that Trump has 3 years left.
Yes.
You're right about that, but midterms are coming up. A House seat that Trump took by 22 points moved 13 points to the left in Tennessee from a candidate who insulted Nashville.
Yes.
We just lost the Miami mayoral race because people didn't vote for a regime change war in another country. We've got problems at home that seem to have taken a back seat quicker than a supermodel that sees my luxury car. So we've got problems here. We've got housing that's expensive. We've got criminals competing.
Yes, we went through that.
Right.
I got to move on. Bring my car out.
Man, I'm glad they're on a mountaintop. Could you imagine if you were in a city, there wouldn't be left.
You did more research for that than I've done every time I've been on this show.
And you know what? We know that.
I know that. I'm glad that we took that vessel.
Yeah.
Now we'll have a floating ballroom. I'm so sick of the left going after anything that's going to help this country, or stop drugs, or defund the police, or stop National Guard from coming in and halting crime. I'm really getting sick of it. I'm so against drugs. Obviously, you know that. You know, it ruins communities, families, and I want people locked. Listen, if Bonnie does too much NyQuil, I'll call the cops, okay?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just stop it and quit complaining. They don't, they care about it. Let me get this out, all right? All right, until it comes into their neighborhood.
Yeah.
Then we'll see.
Yeah, I think the live and let live is a great kind of like mantra when you're protected from the consequences of live and let live. Yeah. You usually get, there are a lot of people who don't have safety nets who then live and let live, and they end up on the street. So, Kat, everybody's saying this is kind of like the act of a warmonger, but he's also done like 8 peace deals. So I'm not crazy about this Venezuelan thing, but I don't believe it's actually an act of like war.
Oh, no, I agree with Joe Mackey, and not just because he's so good looking.
But it plays a role.
Yeah, it definitely plays a role. Yeah, no, I'm also very concerned that there's maybe people in Trump's ear. I won't say who, but it rhymes with Boobio. Who want a regime change in
Jerry
Venezuela.
Boobio?
And I don't believe that this makes any meaningful difference when it comes to the drug stuff. I mean, George H.W., he invaded Panama for this reason. And as far as I've heard, you still could get cocaine in 1989. So I don't think it makes any meaningful difference. There'll be other people that I have not seen public evidence that a large share of fentanyl is coming from Venezuela. I also think that other people will fill the gaps. I'm very concerned just because they're like, oh, there's terrorism. I've heard that before. I think that a lot of people can benefit from war, and I think a lot of people didn't. I agree, vote for regime change in Venezuela when we have so many problems at home.
Tyrus, round this one out with the Tyrus wisdom.
I wish you would have took 2 more boats. Thank you. Here's the thing. I've always been, since I've come on this show, I've always like, you have to make real life decisions in the best interest of your people, regardless if it hurts voting. That's what real leadership is. To say, I'm not going to do something because people might not like it, every time the president makes a decision, half the room's going to hate it. But they have more information than we do. And if for a guy who has shown in his both terms how anti-war he is, for the reasons he's going after Venezuela, it's a pretty good reason. And if it does cost House seats, if you're going to do things that are unpopular because people maybe not know what the thing is, and like I said, if you take just one drug boat out, that's one kid in one neighborhood who doesn't OD that week. So, and if you not think they're all connected, China mixes it, Mexico produces it, then Venezuela takes it, and they run it through their different routes and their mules and this, that, whatever, and they flag whatever. But it's real hard when the distribution part, which is Venezuela's avenue, you cut the head of the snake off. It's real hard for now. Then you can go down to Mexico. Your distribution's gone. Then you can put more pressure on China. And yes, guess what? Americans are not going to like it. Certain Americans are not going to like it. Fine. That's not what it is to be a leader. I'm so tired of these people who get into these political positions and their only goal is to get reelected. That's what I said about Mayor Adams. I said, if you're going to fix the police department, and he did it, it's going to cost you an election, but you can sleep at night because you made a difference. And one day, you'll be walking somewhere and there'll be some adult that comes up to you and be like, sir, what you did with the police department, that extra cop saved my life, or my neighborhood's nice again. That is more important to me than being reelected. So you know what? If you don't like it, tough. He's the president. He knows what he's doing in this situation because he is. If he was blowing up everybody who said something bad about him, then I think you could have an argument.
Yeah.
But
that's what I would do.
So,
Joe,
Yeah.
if I could blow